Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals! And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the LEGO Custom Avatar 2009 movie Direhorse from Pandora. But before we go head on with this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And to be able to support my channel, please do not skip on all the ads on all my videos. The Guess PC contest winners will be announced. Alright, so let's proceed with the making of our Direhorse here. And here I have this already on sculpted. This is actually a kit batch portion of a camel, a thrustrel, and other random LEGO pieces. I also used here some wires and also this flexible foam for the mane of the creature. And now that the clay has already been cured, we can now start with the primer. So for the primer, I use Posty number 68, and then this is going to be painted now. So we have here some acrylics, brushes, water, and of course a reference here. So the reference here is actually something I got from the internet. So it has several colors or tones of blue, some white, yellow, some greens, and some teal. So initially I mixed this white with a little bit of blue and yellow, and then I'm also painting it on areas where these light areas are actually located, such as the underbelly, some parts of the legs, the neck, and also the head. And now for the secondary colors. The secondary color is actually just a mixture of blue, white. And this is actually somehow, it seems like it's a baby blue color, but a little bit more with a green to it because there's a mixture of teal also. Now this will be painted on areas on the topmost portions of the horse, areas of the back, as well as that of the mane of the horse. Now this is a mixture of gray and a little bit of white. This is now dry painted on areas of the knees of the horse. Areas of the behind is also painted with the same color. And now to marry the colors of the darker blues to this one, I mixed a little bit of black with the current blue that we have and dry brushed it on areas where it has to be seen. This is actually including, of course, the thighs of this particular Direhorse, the topmost portions or the back side of the horse, as well as that of the parts of the mane also. So here you can see I'm actually painting it on some areas of the back, and then slowly gradiating it towards the lower portions by dry brushing technique. Alright, so now that we're done with the body of the horse, we can now proceed with the mane. So mixing the same color all together, we're going to paint this on the topmost portion of the mane of the horse. So we're not painting the bottom part because that is actually the lighter colors of this particular horse. The figure is slowly becoming, very Direhorse-like, but there are a lot of more details that is needed to be included here, such as purple colors on the tip of the nose, this same purple color also on the chest area, and highlights here and there. Alright, so now it's time for us to have the stripes on the Direhorse. So the stripes is actually a mixture of the same blue that we had earlier, just a little darker, I guess. The stripes are actually located on the neck area of the horse, some parts also on the back as well as the thighs also. The negative stripes are actually just white coloration. So with white, I paint them up on strategic areas such as the thighs as well as that of the legs of the horse. On the neck section of the horse, there are also small gray stripings as well, so we're adding those later on. Now it's time for a glow up. We're using here folk art, glow in the dark, phosphorescent paint, and some blue. So we mix those together and then we try it on the horse. So this time we're going to paint in several more features such as some dots here and there, some scaling on the back, the neck, and even the head. Alright, and on with the painting. So we have here orange is a mixture of red, burnt sienna, and some yellow. And we're applying this on the operculum of the horse. This is actually the part of the horse that attaches to the operculum of the Navi tribe, as in the short clip that you've seen early on in the video. Alright, so we can now move on with the rest of the detailing, such as coloration of the hooves, some other stripings on the neck, additional detailing on the eyes as well, and that about ends the making of the Direhorse. And with that, it's time for us to announce the winners of the Guess SPC contest, and we have 10 lucky picks. First up, we have Godzilla Powerpuff Fan, Miguel Philip Eisen, Pat Jin, Raphael, Aiden, Dynamosaurus, Zara PKD, Billy, Victor, and 42 Ostriches. Congratulations everyone, and now for our top 10 winners. Corvus MC, Top 2. Faris Quintana Ismail, Mr. T-Rex, Jurassic Rex, Probably Sub Studio, Top 6. Madonna Mara, Top 5. Mr. KTO, Top 4. Maxine Tascayan, Top 3. Logo Trivac Shandy, Top 2. And Mikhail Kostinov. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guess SPC contest. For those of you who'd like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage. And in the homepage, just click on the community link and it will lead you to all my posts. And now for a closer look on this video. So here we have our Direhorse, and of course, our hero here is actually riding it. Jake Solihill has actually learned to ride the Direhorse, and as you can see here, it is actually based off from this particular photo of the Direhorse. The Direhorse is such a magnificent creature, and that is why it's really important for us to include this in our avatar collection. So there are several more, so let's wait for that, but for now, let's move on with a closer look on the Direhorse. So you can see here on a closer look, there are a lot of details that is actually considered to be included in this Direhorse. So one would be, of course, the number of stripings. Also, it has this little tail to it. The musculature on the legs is present. There are two operculum coming from the head section of the Direhorse. The mane of the horse is also, flexible. There are also different eyes, also starting from the neck area, and also one on those located on the head also. And although there is little, articulation to this one, I think it's since most Lego horses actually do not have articulation to the legs, then I think it's okay. You can see here the elaborate stripings on the horse, and I think it's really colorful even though it's just different tones of blue. You will learn later on that not all creatures in Pandora has the same color. There are darker colors and even, different types of other creatures as well. Well, for now, you can actually see here that this Direhorse has some ability to bioluminescent, as you can see here. You can see that several areas on the mane of the horse, the head, as well as the sides of this Direhorse actually lights up. Even the back side of the horse, as you can see here, also lights up. It would really be good if we have someone riding it because it already has a saddle. So let's put in our hero Jake Sully here so that he would be able to play with the Direhorse also. So here we have here our Jake Sully, and from the last video you may have recognized that there is no tattoo yet on the face, but now that he has, it's also lighting up as well. In Pandora, the animals and also the plant life there actually glows in the dark, so one of them in particular is the Direhorse. I think none of the Navi tribe actually has phosphorescence, but they do have markings on the face that actually lights up at night. Pandora is such a magical place that each and every creature actually is interconnected. When they put their operculum on the tree, they feel it. When they put their operculum on the animals, they also feel it. It's so magical that I really want to be there someday. Well, who knows? It might be true, it might be not. Well, let's move on with the next portion of this video, the size comparisons. And for the size comparisons, of course, we will be comparing our Direhorse here with our resident hero here, Jake Sully. So as you can see, Jake Sully actually is already adjusted to size. However, it's not as tall as I want it to be. It just looks weird, for a minifigure. But nonetheless, here is how it looks like. And for Direhorse, I think it has the same size to it. See here on the photo reference. Alright, now that we have completed that particular size comparisons, let's compare with other Extinct Bricks figures, such as this first one, the Extinct Bricks Syntethosaurus. The Syntethosaurus is actually a medium-sized to small antelope, and you can see here from the size comparisons, it's actually smaller, of course, than that of the Direhorse. Next up, we have our Extinct Bricks Quagga. The Extinct Bricks Quagga is just about the same size or a little bit bigger than that of the zebra, right? And comparing it with this particular Direhorse, definitely it's smaller. A typical Direhorse is actually larger than most modern horses. Well, on with our next comparison, a larger one. This is actually Extinct Bricks Woolly Rhinoceros or Silodonta. The woolly rhinoceros is actually almost as large as the modern day white rhinoceros. And you can see here that our Direhorse here is even larger than the Silodonta or the woolly rhinoceros. Well, up to our last comparison, of course the largest one that we have so far, our American Mastodon. Our American Mastodon is almost the same size of most elephants that we have here in the present day. And you can see here that our Direhorse is almost the same size as well. The Mastodon has a very large tusk, mostly straight, and you can see here that it's very different with that of the Mammoth. If we have horses size of elephants at the moment, that would be really cool. Well, that's it for our size comparisons. We can now move on with the species roll call. There are a lot more avatar creatures coming up next, so watch out for that. 1, 2, 3, I don't know. We'll see. And if you do have, several requests of other Pandora creatures or avatar creatures that you'd like to see, don't be shy and comment down below. I'd like to read them and maybe we can include those in our next videos coming up this week. Also, Jake Sully here would like to remind you guys that all of these creatures that you see here on the screen are actually present in our Extinct Breaks playlist. So go ahead and check them out, guys. But I'll be also putting up several links down below so that you won't have to go through the entire list if you're interested in just all 4 of them. And now with our species roll call. We can now start with, farthest from the left, our woolly rhinoceros or Extinct Breaks Silodonta. This is our Extinct Breaks Synthethosaurus. Then, this is our Extinct Breaks Quagga. And our Extinct Breaks American Mastodon. And of course, the star of the show here, the horse of Pandora, the Direhorse. Oh yeah, it sounded like a raptor, right? I think I did a good impression of that, guys, don't you think? Well, let's move on to the last looks of our Direhorse. Direhorses, also known as Pali, are nectarivores, vaguely horse-like in appearance with very long necks and small heads. They're roughly the size of an elephant. The call of the Direhorse is same as that of the cry made by that velociraptor in Jurassic Park in the kitchen scene when the children, Tim and Lex, are hiding and a raptor calls to her packmates. Here we have Jake running off into the sunset with our Direhorse. Such majestic creatures. Well, that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it and thank you for watching. Also, please don't forget to support our other channels, Toy Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch their videos and support their channel as well by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar!